What it do is the real and sincere Browns fan tuning in with y'all going into this. Man, what is it? Dang, nah, I already forgot. I should have already had this stuff information. Should have had this information. This is our seventh game, so week seven. Week seven matchup, Battle of Ohio, part two against the Cincinnati Bengals. Um, yeah, first time we got them. You know what I mean? This could be our little sweep. We could really take the Battle of Ohio for sure with this one. So we going into that. My whole thing is that initially going into this game, it's like I think that so many people, so many other people feel that um, we're gonna be able to just take this game and we're just gonna win it, And I don't think it's gonna be as simple as. Although I think for sure my team should. I mean, my team being the Cleveland Browns, they should obliterate this team after what happened last week. However, I don't want to just sell Cincinnati short as just being a cupcake team and that we just going to bulldoze them. I feel like if we don't take this game serious, if we just feel, I mean, obviously, them in the locker room, the team, coaches, everybody else that's in there, they're not taking this game as a light game. Not, I wouldn't believe so. If you were any type of respectable franchise, every 30 every 32 team, uh, every team out of the 32 needs to be respected. Regardless of whatever situation. If you want to talk about the Jazz, like I said, the Jazz been. I feel like the Browns and the Jags. We go hand in hand as far as like what type of pain, as far as like a fandom and as far as a franchise, go through because it's like we are usually the poster board or the models, if you say, of like bad teams. It's like, all right, if you want to have a highlight reel, you know what I'm saying, you will go ahead and show usually you balling out on the Browns. So it's just like, I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, it's starting to change now, and which is another thing that's gonna get me into other stuff. So yeah, for sure, I don't think that we need to take the Bengals lightly. I think we're gonna win. However, it's this game. I didn't feel the reason why I was so mad last game was because it was like I think I wanted them to win so bad, and I thought we was gonna win so bad, and you know what I mean. Like I could have had money on that game. Thank goodness I ain't no gambling man. But anyway, it got me heated. What I said, what I said. You know what I'm saying? Instant reactions. Obviously, people like my instant reactions. I need to start doing that a lot more. But anyway, let's get to what I'm talking about. My team, um, we just gotta, you know what I'm saying. We just gotta stick to the script. It's only been 90 days since we had this team. It's been less than 100 days. I think. I don't know, like between everything. And I'm not trying to say 19 is like any limited factor, but I mean to those teams that we played, they had continuity. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that we don't have. If you want to talk about the talent and everything like that, but as far as like this organization and as far as Baker having his fourth head coach, like we got to be able to chill. I don't know why people want to be able to just write him off so quick because of like a couple bad games or whatever like that against some high profile teams. And I can see that as far as us being fans, like we want to see a winner so bad, we want to win like just every time. But it's I mean, what Stefanski said, it's unrealistic, man. You gotta come back down. Like I said, I was heated in the moment, instant reaction. I was just telling you what I seen and why. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was, but you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not bailing out on Baker. Like, that's never the issue. If anything, you ask me, I say, shit, we need to roll with Baker for the next 5 years. If y'all want to go ahead and pick up that fifth year option, and like you could pick up the fifth year option, I don't know what that does in terms as far as what money he gets. I mean, if you can make him pick up the fifth year option now and save money, then I mean, I guess if that's what it comes down to as far as like saving the team money for the future, because I mean, Baker is our future. I mean, honestly, I don't see us going back to try to pick somebody else. We just gotta be able to roll with him and gotta understand that we didn't give him the best team to you know what I'm saying, like inherit or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? And now Joe Burrow is gonna kind of go through the same thing in his own respect, but the only difference is that they owner that, like they know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what his philosophy is always the same. It's just as far as like the change of people now recently since after Marvin Harrison left. Joe Burrow gonna kind of inherit the same thing. It's just not as much because the Bengals somehow always, at least in the past 20 years since we've been into the league, they always found some type of success. You know, whether they had the days of Ocho Cinco and TJ Houshmandzadeh where they used to ball out on us like every game and stuff like that. But then even having like well, no, he played with. So yeah, that's not who I'm thinking about. But anyway, Joe Burrow gonna kind of have the same thing. This is really a game that's gonna be about a quarterback. This is the one to have. This is the one that you could feature as um, a quarterback matchup. You know, this one could be the Baker versus Burrow. It sucks because it's like, we looking at Baker on the same status as a rookie, but I mean, rookies get compared to the greats all the time when they come in. They just get compared because you want to see what they can do. But this is the time, where Baker. I mean, if you got to be whatever they want to call it, like, oh, he's a game manager and everything like that. I mean, what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand, and I don't think that most people ain't is taking it as a negative. Speaking of one thing I'm gonna say again about Baker, and I hope that somebody in the Browns can like take this around and understand, like, Baker need to like abandon all the film of Brett Favre because that's what I feel like he trying to be out here. And I mean, excuse me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm too young, but Brett Favre was a mug that used to turn the ball over a lot. I feel like, man, like, I don't know why people used to think he was so great because it was like every time I seen him at least playing, you know what I'm saying, at least towards the end of his career, I guess. I mean, maybe I missed the glory days, but it was like this dude was always turning the ball over. So it was just like, if that's what he watching, he need to watch some film of Drew Brees. That's what he need to watch. So less Brett Favre, more Drew Brees, and then Baker should be all right. But moving on to that, Joe Burrow being from Ohio. I mean, from what I'm hearing he balling out. And every game I see or I see the score, or I watch the highlights. It's like they team can put up points. And that's the reason why I'm saying like we shouldn't take this game as an easy one. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game where they, like I said, cupcakes. You know what I mean? Like, this is like a snack. Like, oh, it's just it. Like, it's over. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be one of those. Even though we all know that we should win this game because we're the more talented team, but it's about how they bounce back. It's about the mental makeup. Not saying that my guys ain't ready for that or anything like that. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I'm a little bit worried because I feel like when I don't know if just the nature, the vibe, the way that everybody's carrying on. I mean, not the team per se. I'm not saying the team is, but I'm saying the way that the vibe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that energy could carry on to them where we kind of get into their heads a little bit where they like, yeah, this should be an easy game. We need to win this one. We still mad about Pittsburgh, but like, I hope they really try to obliterate this team and don't do it in a way where it's like we just gonna do what we want. We just gonna pose our. I mean, you should want to do that. You should want to pose your will on them. But I'm just saying, like, be ready for any adversity that you might face and just be able to overcome it. Because last time it seemed like we didn't have no answer for any adversity. Um, yeah, man. I mean, this is definitely gonna be a good quarterback battle because I mean, without Chubb here, and only us having Kareem, like, I mean, obviously Kareem gonna play hard, and you want to get that established too. But this is another one where kind of like Baker got to step up for the lack of the rush game. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, as far as we know, it's like Kareem is the only one where they really threatened about. You know what I'm saying? All the other guys, they had nice runs, yes. You know what I'm saying? But nobody really checking for them when so it's like they don't really have that ambiguity or whatever, how you would say, like, whereas you gotta make people choose, you know what I'm saying, between what's really about to happen. Like, when they see Hunt out there, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's like you got to stop that guy. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, it's like they not really as worried, so they can kind of like slow down, but still be ready for the pass too, which makes Baker gotta. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, this. This another got to be another game for special teams, but it's like I'm starting to not try to um, depend on them so much. It's like if they do great, great. You know what I'm saying? Perfect. But the defense and is the offense got to help. The offense got to do. I mean, they got us the wins, along with the defense closing it out. But Like we got to get back to the, like you said, back to the basics, man. And I think that's where we can succeed at entirely. You know, it's just a fucking shame. You know what I'm saying right now, as far as like, if you want to say like, all right, just the criticism, you know, on a week to week basis. It's like how we even get here. Like I get it, you know, we get frustrated and everything like that, but it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like we just gotta relax. We 4-2. We 4-2 right now. We win the next two of these out of our quarter, then that's another 3-1 quarter. That means we 6-2 going into the second half of the season. Like that's perfect prime position. You know what I'm saying? Like there ain't no room to panic right now. We got a manageable schedule, and I mean that's another thing where people need to chill out on too. Is saying like, oh, well they don't play anybody. Like I said, all 32 of these teams are respectable franchises. Just because they not winning off the gate don't mean that they cannot start winning later. You know, so every game got to be taken seriously. So everybody that's talking about, well, we ain't playing nobody to get where we got, they need to fall back, because that's 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 ludicrous, basically, to even say stuff like that. Like, oh well, this team, we know that they're stripping their stuff to the bottom of these players. They made it to the NFL because people believed in their talent. People wouldn't be just throwing money out to any Joe Schmo on the street to say, hey, come here and play some football. You know what I'm saying? Some teams, yeah, you pick them off the practice squad, but you got to be somewhat crazy to go in there and play NFL football against these men like that, man. Like, you got to be nuts and ready to fucking, for whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I think people need to relax on just trying to like say like our schedule is weak and that we should win these games. Yes, we should win these games. That's how we feel about every game that we play. We should win every game. But ultimately, it comes down to is if everything as far as execution is going to be consistent. And that's what we're looking for right now, is consistency. And that's why we got these people being on and off the fucking bandwagon. But when this shit going for real, you know what I'm saying, we take this shit, motherfuckers gonna know, and then they gonna be feeling like, oh well, I mean, I never said that they. I always said that they'll be this. I was just saying though, and I know I kind of sound the same way, but it's like I see it all. You know what I'm saying? It's just I see my, you know what I mean, what I say. So, but I'll be the one to quick to tell you that like, hey man, this is just how I feel at the moment, and then I get it that they professionals, you know, they went to school for that, communications and all of that, and played in the game and got a lot more knowledge. But as far as this fandom shit, man, I watch this team on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Go to the games, fucking on the couch, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like if hey, you wanna give me some tickets? Hey, give me some tickets. I'm there. You know, I mean, I try to be a season ticket holder. They be bullshitting, man. They be making it hard. You know, you gotta get a pass and all this other stuff, and you get a hand me down. They be like, anyways, yeah, man. And what's up with that with AJ Green too, man? I can't believe they even talking about. Yeah, let's talk about little trade rumors too. Some people was talking about we was getting Matt Ryan. Man, what kind of shit is that? Who the fuck we look like getting Matt Ryan over Baker Mayfield? Like, that shit just don't make no sense, man. Like, people just be saying stuff. I wonder where it come from. Like, who be like the main person that make these ideas up? And it just be like, what? Like, that's like I said, man. They don't watch the Browns. They just hear a name, Matt Ryan. Ooh, he went to the Super Bowl the one time and blew it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I don't know. I mean, I ain't trying to talk shit. He made it to the Super Bowl. That's what's up. But, I mean, you got Julio Jones. You really can't do shit with him. What you think it would be the same thing with Odell? Like, come on, man. Like, let's be serious here. You know, I mean, just give Baker some time, man. It's only fucking less than 100 days. And then second, AJ Green, man. If they talking about getting rid of AJ Green, bring AJ Green over here. But actually, like, he the man in Cincinnati, bro. Like, that's his city. Like, you can't get rid of him. And if y'all do, that's fucked up. Like, y'all at least gotta have some loyalty somewhere, you know. And I mean, I'm from Ohio. I fuck with AJ Green. Like, Like I said, he the man. He know what it is in Cincinnati. Cincinnati is like the south of Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's all right. But I love to be in Cincy for real. But the Browns is my team. I'm just talking about just the vibe, the area. You know what I'm saying? It's so close to Kentucky that it's kind of like they already got that southern vibe to it. And I mean, my family from the south anyway. So, but like I said, Cleveland as far as like you know, the team and everything, the Browns being up here, like, I'd rather be up here, you know what I mean? Like, at least because I live here, you know, till I fucking move away or something crazy. I gotta get some NFL package. That's like paying pay-per-view, but, you know what I'm saying? I would do that for my team, though. I would, unless I go to somewhere they got coverage. But, shit, if I'm moving, I'm going somewhere warm, man. Fuck this cold shit, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. You know, that's Ohio for you. All 4 seasons in 1 week, baby. The realest is a Browns fan. Peace.